Hey there, welcome to the Diamondback Nozzles channel. I'm Rod and today we'll be going over the exciting tutorial for you. We'll be walking you through the step-by-step procedure of installing your brand new Diamondback nozzle into your Ultimaker print core. But before you dive in, make sure you watch this entire video to familiarize yourself with the procedure. Trust me, it'll save you a lot of hassle later on. Alright, let's get started with the removal process. First, we need to take out the material from the print core. Keep in mind that these steps may vary slightly depending on the printer you're using. If you have an Ultimaker S5, go to the main menu, select the middle icon, choose the side of the material you want to unload, then hit the unload button. This will heat the extruder head and remove the filament. Once the filament has been ejected, exit the unloading procedure by selecting yes to abort. Head back to the main menu, choose the print core you'll be working on, and access the top right menu indicated with 3 dots. Set the temperature to 270 Celsius to bring the print core up to temperature. Wait for an additional minute to ensure the print core reaches thermal equilibrium. This step is crucial for disassembly. While waiting, gather the necessary tools. You will need a torque wrench capable of torquing down to 2.5 Newton meters, a ratchet with a 7mm hex, a 7mm open box wrench, an adjustable crescent wrench, and if you don't have a bench vise, grab a friend to assist you with the installation. Now manually move the print head to the center of the print bed and turn off the printer. Don't worry about the error notification, it'll reset after rebooting. Open the fan shroud and carefully remove the hot print core. Avoid contact with the brass parts. Important note, the nozzle is double constrained the print core, with both the heat block and the heat break threaded. To reduce the likelihood of leaking, the nozzle should bottom out on the heat break during the installation, not on the heat block. While the print core is still hot, place the 7mm open box wrench on the heat break to prevent shearing. Use the crescent wrench to hold the heat block in place and secure the 7mm ratchet on the nozzle. Make sure the box wrench and crescent wrench remain stationary while performing the disassembly. You can either have someone help you or use a bench vise to keep the printer core stable. Now remove the old nozzle. Once the nozzle is out, check for excessive residue on the heat break threads. If there's a lot of buildup, try to clean the threads without causing any damage. You can use a 6x0.75mm tap to clean both the heat block and the heat break, if necessary. Now let's move into the installation process. Begin by threading a new nozzle into the heat block until it slightly protrudes from the back. Then start threading into the heat break until you feel slight resistance. Don't tighten it just yet. To fully seat the nozzle on the heat break, we'll need to reheat the print core. Go to the main menu of your printer, select the middle icon, choose a print core and access the top right menu. Set the temperature to 270 Celsius. Once again, turn off your printer, remove the hot print core, and tighten the nozzles to 2.5 Newton meters. After properly torquing down the nozzle, place the print core back into the print head and reboot your printer. Excellent! We've successfully installed the Diamondback nozzle into your Ultimaker print core. Before we finish, there's one important note to mention. 0.4mm nozzles are not compatible with materials that contain glass fill or chopped carbon fiber, such as Nylon X. If you plan to use filament with abrasives and have a 0.4mm nozzle, you'll have to select a different filament with similar melting temperatures to your composite material. Lastly, load your filament back into the print head using your load procedure. Check for leaking around the threads. If you notice any leaks, make sure you're not bottoming out on the heat block, but rather on the heat break. Retighten the nozzle if necessary and recheck for leaks. And there you have it. You've successfully installed the Diamondback nozzle into your Ultimaker print core. Don't forget to level your build plate using your standard leveling procedure from Ultimaker. To level your build plate, you'll go to your main menu, click on the bottom menu, click on Maintenance, scroll down to your build plate, Manual Leveling, then press Start. You'll need a 1mm and a 0.12mm gauge. If you don't have these, you can use sticky notes. The printer will guide you through the necessary steps to level your build plate. Thank you for tuning into the Diamondback Nozzles channel. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more exciting tutorials and tips. If you have any questions or need further assistance, feel free to leave a comment below. Until next time, keep on printing.